Alright, let this be John here. Huh? Alright, here's the car. Alright. Red in color. Here's the top of it. And...
So at 38 years old, previous heart attack, how do you feel like this, has affected you through the years growing up?
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Once an event happens, you can't go back and know what's going to happen the other way.
Yes. So look at that right there.
There's that silver color. Yeah, that's the only part I can find on here.
It's a Chevy, part number
Evangeline Silva from Brentwood, which we've determined is not far from here. They said they were either going home to Oakley or Hog Island, painted pearl white with a large dent in the tailgate door and mag rims.
last seen in the evening of July 1977 in Brentwood Park.
Hey, you wanna pull it?
Yeah, I'm hooking up my other one first. Hold on. Yep, got it.
Okay.
Thanks. All right, see you later. Thanks, Alex. So, Scott, you reached out to... So, first of all, we do document all this. That way other families can find us in the same way that you families that can find us. We had no idea about your father's case. It was so old that it was never been into the definition system. So, the information that we're able to provide thus far has made us aware, so that way it's really changed the way that we search on this one. But with your father, we want to be very specific in searching for him, that even after all these years later, with him going missing in 1973, there's still a chance that we can find him. The car's definitely going to be a lot more deteriorated. It's not going to come out like these cars, but because of the shape, at least we'll be able to, be able to identify what it's 100% a good chance it's red. So with that being said, kind of bring us into the story of your dad and what you remember as a kid, how old you were at the time.
I was 8 and don't remember a whole lot. I remember more after the fact. We're hearing that he was supposed to be going down to what was Buckley Station for a sailor's call, or sales call. He was a salesman for a utility trailer out of Sacramento.
And Buckley's, for clarity, is it Freeport or it's down by Paintersville?
It's down by Paintersville.
Okay.
Don't know what it is now. It was Truck Works for a long time. Might still be.
Okay.
But it was a local truck. It was a way station, trucking company.
Okay.
This is usually considered River Road. Across the river in Sacramento County, it's considered Highway 16. He would have gone up on the river just south of Freeport.
Other information about your father? I understand.
About 38 years old. Had a heart condition. That's about it.
and so he had a heart attack before.
Yes.
So at 38 years old, previous heart attack, just a lot of stress in his life, or is it hereditary in your family, or?
It's hereditary, heavy smoker.
Okay.
I don't know about stress. He was coming out of a stressful time.
Right.
I remember him looking for work for quite a while.
How old were you at the time? 10?
13.
13? Okay. Any other siblings?
Sister,
Okay.
who's would have been 11.
How do you feel like this, has affected you through the years growing up, not knowing, like some families would be like, I'm just waiting for him to drive in the driveway?
I don't know that I really went through, at least to me, because I kind of kept to myself anyways.
Right.
So I don't know if I became more withdrawn or what.
Right.
But
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Once an event happens, you can't go back and know what's going to happen the other way.
Right.
Just that was the new normal, and that's how it was.
Yeah. How long before Mom was able to accept this, or did she ever?
I don't know that she didn't accept it. I know she felt the responsibility of having to raise their kids, and that was her main responsibility, was to get the 3 kids raised.
Right.
But she seemed to, at least in our presence, seemed to step up and be a parent.
And so when he went missing, there was a search only on the YOLO side that we're on right now.
That's what I remember, but she remembers
No,
them doing
all
Sac
I
County
remember
too.
is Sac County. I remember coming home from Sacramento, and the divers were on the water, and they were on the Sacramento side.
Okay. So I'm interested in this with divers. Normally you wouldn't put divers in the water unless you kind of had a general idea of where a car might have gone off. Did they have an indication of, hey, we have skid marks here?
I don't know that they had an indication, but they searched up and down the river from Freeport to Cortland.
Okay. So kind of just, let's put divers in the water, let's free dive it, and let's see if we accidentally bump into something.
Yeah, we weren't kept informed on really what was going on.
Okay.
My great uncle was the one spearheading it.
Uh-huh.
So I just remember them being there in Clarksburg on the other side of the river, and my mom stopping to watch. She didn't want to be seen by the boat.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So at the time, and so when was the last search done for your father?
It would have been 1973, I would think.
Okay. So back then,
Probably 74,
You think 74?
because I think they waited until
Oh, probably
weather
till
turned, till spring.
Spring or summer, yeah. You're
So
probably
probably spring
right.
of 74.
Okay. So we have just divers that are just free floating it, hoping to run into something. No sonar back in the day.
No.
Okay. And so really no search has taken place. And have you had a cold case detective or anything that you've worked with over the years?
No. I did contact a missing persons group, and they checked Yellow County records and said there's no case. But I know there's a case.
Okay.
Because I remember the detective at the house.
Would it have been under Sacramento County because he disappeared out of Sacramento County?
It's possible. It was a yellow detective, I think.
All I remember is coming home from school, getting off the school bus, and having the sheriff car in the driveway. I mean,
Why do you feel like Yolo County would have been involved? Would he have crossed
Because
over?
we live in Yolo.
Oh, okay. That paints a beautiful picture for me, so that way, like I said, we can really focus on that side. So like I said, let me do that today. Is I'll put back in the boat. We'll go directly to the East Bank, Sacramento side. Finish running the 5 miles here, and then I'll have a good report that I can share with you as to any vehicles and locations that we found throughout the day. You're welcome to hang out for the day if you want. It's probably going to take me about 4 hours between now and getting up to the Freeport Bridge for all the scanning I need to do. Or I don't know how far you live from here. I can keep you updated and posted, and we can.
We're about 3 miles south.
Up here?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not far at all.
No.
So yeah, so I would say go home, enjoy breakfast and your
Yeah,
day.
got a few things planned, and then housework.
Okay. Sounds good. So yeah, that makes it real convenient for you guys to stay out of the heat, and we'll go tackle it before it gets too hot.
For families who have all but given up on finding their loved ones, this team is a last hope. Civilian divers cracking cold cases for free.
While we're in the area looking for John, we do have to keep in mind that we have 6 other people that we're looking for as well. Now the first one we want to be aware of is we have Julie, who went missing recently, January of this year, from Elk Grove, which is only about 3 miles that way. Now the thing is I don't think she's going to be on the side of the river because we have a lot of guardrail. Unless we see like a big broken guardrail that hadn't been investigated, she ended up off into the river. Too fresh for that one. But these older cases, like Norma and her 2 kids, we can absolutely have her in either side of the river. So Norma went missing in 1978. She was driving a Pontiac Le Mans, and she didn't have air conditioning at home. So her and her boys would often go for drives. We don't know where they would go for drives at, but they would often go for drives. And I'm gonna just go on a theory of one side of River Road down, crosses over a bridge. She stops off at a beach access. It takes the kids swimming for the day, and then they jump back in the car and they end up heading home. And I'm gonna say that was kind of like a normal routine for her. That right there. There's a tree there. So I'm going to just speculate and say that was a normal routine for her. Now this is a case from '78, so her husband has since passed away, and there's nobody else around for us to ask those detailed questions of where did she take those drives, what was her normal pattern. So we need to be aware of that no guardrails many years ago. Then we also have Carmen Nelson. Now this one, I was really hopeful last night that we found her because we're looking for a Honda Civic. And car number 2 that we dove on yesterday happened to be a Honda. I dropped down on that Honda, and I'm like, oh, we found her. But unfortunately, we ended up finding a Honda Accord instead of a Honda Civic. Was not Carmen. She's from Sacramento, and she was last seen on River Road. Now, just for detail, we just spoke about this in some of our previous episodes as we're here for the week. This road right here that comes south out of Sacramento is River Road. This road that comes south out of Sacramento is also River Road. So I don't know which side of River Road she could have been on, so we just want to make sure that we're aware that we're looking for a Honda Civic today as well. And then the story with Julie, let me jump back to Julie. Story with her is that she's in the area visiting her mom. We'll come back to that in a minute. Let me identify if this is a car or not. That look like a wheel right there? Oh yeah, look at that. I think with this one, I'm not going to put a buoy on. I'm going to save our buoys for later on in the day, closer to Freeport Bridge. Or if it's a vehicle I feel like might be Julie. Or it might be John. That way we can just stay efficient with our time today, and then we can come back to it and mark it and dive it. And so specifically why we're really focused on Julie is just because she's so newer that if we have an opportunity of finding her, it's a fresher case that's going to mean a lot more to all these cases mean a lot to every family, but the sooner we can find Julie, the more intact she is at this moment in time, because she went missing in January. And with it being a vehicle that's not going to pull apart, like you've seen us pull 2 cars apart now, we would prefer to not pull cars apart. It should be on your screen right there. You know, we are going to be back over here. Anyway, one of the other reasons is I don't want to leave buoys exposed this far from where we're not going to be able to see them. But I have a backup plan on this one, and that I can just put it on and then run it ashore and hide it under the water. There it is. Right there. Alright, there we go. Now we're on it. Alright, car number 1. And we haven't even left the area yet. Alright, back to Julie, you were asking. Alright, Julie Margaret Visigault is the other gal that we're looking for. We're looking for lots of people, but she was last seen in Elk Grove. She got to her mother's house about 12:30 p.m. She dumped her purse out, grabbed her keys, an ATM card, and put the rest of it back in the purse and left without saying where she was heading. This is according to her mom's caretaker. She left her cell phone, her purse, $100 bill, 3 uncashed checks, and she was not known to go anywhere without her phone. Now, yesterday we were speculating, like, why would you have 3 uncashed checks? Like, you just don't care about cashing your money in. But then, once we found out that she was working up at the Sacramento Executive Airport, that she actually cleans airplanes. So she cleans like warbirds and other airplanes, and she's very well known within the air show community. It's just like one of these, bubbly, outgoing personalities that everybody just knows. Like, all right, when Julie's in town, it's amazing. Everybody, sees her and hears her. Now she's driving a 2005 Toyota Camry with a Georgia license plate. Her car needed repairs. She had a GoFundMe that was going, that people helped out with an oil change and to help her get tuned up. She did need some tires for it as well. The vehicle had 200,000 miles on it. Oh, that's a beautiful car. But we may not make it to the bridge. Maybe we're just gonna have to dive these things down here. I don't know. You can see it there. Oh yeah, that's a nice car. I don't know.
This one's more concerning too because there's a guardrail up there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're dumping a car, you're probably not going to dump it, somewhere hard.
There we go. Finally. Oh yeah, look at that. So, look at that. I think that's the Sprint. Okay, focus in on this. Yes. And so look at that right there. All right, yeah. So let's see. There's the front of it. Okay, look how far back the cab of it is. So it has a really long nose on it. That's beautiful. So there's the nose. And then can you tell if the didn't see the back of it slanted at the cab also?
I mean, that first image, man, it looked like a Sprint.
That was a good shot there. Yeah, look at that.
Look at that bed and the curve on the back.
Yeah. I might have just found John. Period. Why don't you take a hike up there and see if you can spot to the left. I don't know if there's a spot on the other side that's big enough for Matt in the RV. You have a good staging spot up there?
I don't think it's big enough to hold the RV.
Oh, okay. See the wheel? That's an old car too. We're always hopeful, but will not have confirmation until we dive. We found 4 vehicles compared. One is upside down and looks to be of the same era. could be your father's car, or it could be the Malibu we're looking for.
Alright, there we go, right out of the car. Let's see what it is. Super old car. Completely buried in. You will not be able to tell what this is. Let's figure it out. Now even the frame is crumbling. Yeah, it's carrying up to its frame. Upside down. If this was the Pontiac Le Mans, I would never recognize it. Let's see if there's anything I can pull off of it. Let's see if we can find the other tires. There is a 5-lug. Alright, so there's the engine. So here's the front of it. Now, there's just nothing to identify on here. Let's stay on the high side this time. Alright, there is the rear wheel. Yeah, I mean, it's just nothing but a frame down here. No identifiers, no nothing. There's a partial plate. Not enough on there for us to make anything out. We'll hang out here a minute and see if we can find anything else. Part of the frame, part of the light wiring maybe. It's blue in color. Alright, see what that is. Oh, there we go. That might have a part number on there.
Do you have a color on the Pontiac Le Mans by chance?
Gold or blue?
I have a blue one down there. But it's so old. Like, that's pretty much like the only salvageable piece that I found on there. Oh, we got a part number. Alright, try a BN 703 1605 AW.
eBay, there's a listing for BN 703 1605 AW.
Yep.
For a Ford Mercury.
Okay. So not the car we're looking for then. Those hard finds for looking for John. I'm hoping this next one is John over here.
Alright, let this be John here, huh? Alright, is this the car? Nope. That's the bed frame. Alright, here's the car. Alright. Red in color. There's the top of it. And not our car. Dang it. This is a red sports car of some sort. Let's figure out what it is. No idea what that is. The license plate is missing. Oh, no, wait. We have a license plate down here. Alright, we'll brush it all away and see what we can find here. There we go. Don't follow me. I'm lost too. Alright, so that's this. So no license plate. The windows are up. The little rear window is open in the back. That's it. Oh, you know what? I think I had a sunroof on it. Let's check out the sunroof. I don't even know if that's a sunroof or if that's just has come off. I think it might be a sunroof. RX-7 or headlight sets in the front quite a ways. No front plate. If there's any emblem on the tire here. I can't tell on that hubcap there, or not a hubcap at the wheel. No idea. But yeah, this is why it looked like there was a bed of a truck. There's a couch right here. It's upside down next to it. We have no idea what kind of car. Let's see if we can get to this wheel. No, I can't get to that. Let's see if I can find any other emblem on the back. No emblem there. I almost want to say it's an RX-7, but I'm not sure. Okay, heading up.
Hello.
Hey Scott, it's Jared.
Hey, Jared.
Hey, so the one I was most interested in, it was what looks like an RX-7 with a upside down couch next to it, giving us that appearance of the long nose and then a pickup bed, is what that one was. Okay. The other one though that I went down on, what color was your dad's vehicle? Do you know?
I want to say it was white.
Okay. All right. Yeah, this other one is blue and it has a GM part, but. The part number is currently coming back to like a Mercury, which is also GM product, if I recall correctly.
No, Mercury is Ford.
Oh, is Mercury Ford? Oh, that's right. We looked up that.
We looked at Pontiac.
We were looking at Pontiac also to see if it was Norma, yeah. Also by chance. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that comes back to a Mercury part then. So that one, and it's also blue in color, not white. So, all right. Well, that's the update that we've got so far for you today.
Alrighty.
I
appreciate the contact.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll keep looking and I'll keep you updated.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Let's see what we can find on this one. Alright, there we go. What do we have here? Alright, license plate is gone. An Audi. No Audis on my list today. Front of it's completely buried, so I'm not getting no front plate. And the driver's window is up. The driver's rear window is pressing down. The door looks like it had been opened. So I'm going to say that they escaped, but I don't know for sure. Oh, and the passenger window is down. Driver's side, rear
window was partially down, but it also looked like that the door had been opened at one point. There is no license plate on it. As one of those buys, I'm not sure if, it's doable for pullable. I think that with what we have, we're here with all the vegetation. I don't think it's the right place to be pulling the vehicle. If we're going to pull a vehicle and clean up the environment today, I think that pickup truck so far is our better option, but we have one more over here to go check out. I think it's really weird that the Audi and the RX-7 just now do not have license plates, and I'll tell you the reason why I feel like it's weird, because of the side of the river that's on that has the guardrail. Now I don't know how long they've been in there, but they are more indicative of being stolen dumps than I would suspect.
Good. Head down. Older car. That was the back of it there. There's the side of it. Alright, front wheel. So this could be the Pontiac Lamont. This could be the GMC Trip. So I can't pull that out. Not a chrome on it. That's like the only part that we even have. I can't get it out. That's about all we can tell on this entire car. I don't have any part of the frame at all. Okay, this is also has that teal in color. Yeah, that's the only other part I can find on here. Oh, I thought that it was a skull. The coconut.
It's a Chevy, part number Victor Bravo 55F 196558. From what we saw on sonar, I thought it was a newer car. I mean, like newer within like 10 years, not this old to where it just had a frame left.
Well, that's heavy. Must be from an old car. Well, I guess it's full of water too, isn't it?
Did your eyeballs work on that one?
I can't see it. Did you find a part number?
Yeah, I ended up getting it.
Where's it at?
So it's right here.
Oh.
So it was like a VN.
Now that you say that.
Is this like part of a hatch or something, maybe?
Yeah, or inside of a window or something, maybe.
Passenger side?
Oh, he's got a seal on it though, so I don't know.
Oh,
It looks like it could be on the passenger side, or not like a back passenger, or a wing window in the back. Oh, nice catch.
grabbing onto rusty stuff that drops.
LH for left hand, and then I think it's the year 1977. What do you think on that one, Matt?
I just found a VIN decoder and trim tag thing, and this is not a part number but a VIN tag from the door frame. So our first one is going to be, we have a V8. Then second letter is Bravo, so it's a 210 model, and model year, it's going to be a 1955 210. It was assembled in Flint, Michigan. I don't know it all, other than we have a 1955 Chevrolet 210. Here, I was just looking for cars. The 210 that was missing, and here I found 1960 Chevrolet 210, Evangeline Silva, from Brentwood, which we've determined is not far from here. They said they were either going home to Oakley or Hog Island. They're calling it a 1960 also. Was that car white once? It was repainted white. Painted pearl white with a large dent in the tailgate door and mag rims.
Last seen in the evening of July 1977 in Brentwood Park. They had told others in the park that they were either going home to Oakley or Hog Island, which is just right down here. We're only like 6 miles from there. They got into Beltram's car and vanished. Beltram was reportedly seen by his brother the next morning, who did not see the girls. Two girls?
I didn't read that part.
So Kenneth was seen. Rebecca and Sylvia have not been seen, according to where I'm reading at so far, okay? In late July, Beltram's car was reportedly seen in Concord, California by friends of Beltram. They said an unidentified white male was driving the car. The car eluded them and hasn't been seen since. White in color, but this is all blue.
It's been painted. It was white.
The white fell off.
It's been painted 7 times.
Really?
The white was the last time.
Described as being lowered, painted pearl white with a large dent in the tailgate door and mag rims. Yeah, there's no mag rims on this. It was just regular steel wheels is what it was from the era.
Okay.
And there was only 2 of them though that I could see. Like only a quarter of the car is visible. The rest of it is buried.
So it keeps on saying a 1960 car also. Yeah. This is a 1955 on the tag. So no mag rims, and we have that discrepancy.
Oh, well, that's not that. I mean, that's a 55.
Yeah.
That's not saying it's a 1960. This only this is saying it's a 1960.
Yeah.
And it's not the same car. But we need to now be aware of a 1960 car with mag rims. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull out that pickup truck from yesterday. So we can flash back to the diving scene on that. In fact, that was the first of the 4 vehicles we found yesterday, and we ended up pulling the one out early this morning, which is yesterday's episode. So anyway, that's all linked down below, where we ended up pulling out the Chevy Impala, and there was a Dodge Ram in that grouping as well that we know is stolen, so nobody's inside. There's some sediment inside, but it's you can kind of clear it, but again, we don't know if anybody's in the very bottom of it. So we are going to meet up with A1 Towing at 7 p.m. on that one. Now, throughout the day, you see me wear a lot of different shirts, a lot of different hats. Not just figuratively speaking, but actually speaking. You know, what's your purpose shirt? Adventures with Purpose shirt, search team shirts, search team hats, different hats, white hats, black hats. You'll see me use fishing magnets that we use for diving on the car. So if you're into magnet fishing, we have window breakers. So that way if you happen to be trapped in your vehicle and you end up crashing, or your vehicle catches on fire and your seatbelt's jammed and you can't get out, we have all of that available over at adventureswithpurpose.com. And those purchases help us come out here on the road. We travel on our dime to help these families, to help law enforcement, to pull these vehicles out, to search for families of lost loved ones, all because of your support. Whether it's through the merchandise sales or you just simply watch these videos and you subscribe to them, you are a part of Adventures with Purpose. You are a part of our family because of that. So thank you to each and every one of you for your participation in whichever way you can. So go get yourself a hat. Go get yourself a shirt. What's your purpose today? Wide and up to the front of it, and then I'll drop in from the front. Alright, I'll swim to the shore and then I'll have you pick me up there. My twist lock wouldn't go through the hole that I wanted to. But the good news is I took my plan B down with me, which was the soft shackle. It's also double sheath, I guess you can call it. So it should be okay even though it's on metal. Alright, sir. We're gonna head down in the boat. Okay. So we'll just be down there waiting for you guys. There's two ways that we could do it. We could go, I think, just straight across through there. If not, just a little further, like another 100 feet down, we can go kind of an angle for you, because the back of the pickup is facing downstream. So I don't know what would be best, but. So the second buoy is the one we're pulling from. And I'm hooked to the back. All right, I'll see you down there. Yeah, I'm hooking up my other one first. Hold on.
Okay.
All right, now I need to pull it.
Okay, go ahead. Coming?
Yep, got it.
Okay.
Drop that. You gotta hook this one up to there. All right. Now, same as before. Strip this off the back of the boat. All right, she's all yours.
All yours.
Now, the hope and the goal in all this is for it to stay on its wheels. It will definitely come up a lot easier if that is accomplished. Never know what the river, the current, the pool. There she is. Look at that. Came up just like we wanted it to. Whoever stole it, because the CSO gave us information on this one being stolen. But yeah, they tied the steering wheel.
Keys in the ignition.
Push the boom out and drag the truck that way. Car coming up.
tied and yeah, the steering wheel's tied.
Mickey, while he's undoing that, I just want to introduce everybody to you, if that's all right.
Oh, sure.
And just say, thank you. A big shout out to Mickey and his towing company here. You're based out of Elk Grove,
Yes.
servicing all of Sacramento. How far south, how far north do you go?
North, we go to the river. West to the river. East to Watt, and then south is to out here. We're
Right.
out here for CHP.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
And so here's what I want to say. If you're anywhere within this area and you need a tow truck company, keep in mind that Mickey and his crew, he's out here on his dime helping us pull these vehicles out of the water to keep these waters a lot cleaner for you guys to be playing in, swimming in, drinking out of eventually. And so, again, Mickey, thanks for everything that you're doing.
I appreciate you.
I look forward to playing with you for the next couple of days as well. Well, the hope and the goal was that we were going to solve a case today. We've not yet done so. We've now been in the Sacramento area for 2 days. We have 5 more days to go, and we do hope that we're going to solve one of these 7 cases, or we might find somebody on accident. We're going to get back in the water tonight, and that episode will be linked down below. Anyway, we appreciate you being here with us, and we do hope that in the next 5 days, we're going to be able to solve one of these 7 cases.
You said you found a person?
Yeah, her name is Carmen Nielsen.
Yeah,